Hi Aries, welcome to Pandora Astrology's monthly horoscope for July of 2020. We've got Mercury, Venus, and Mars activity for you this month, and you probably have noticed there have been some pretty intense eclipses going on. That's going to continue into this month as well. Hey Julia, what's up with Mercury, Venus, and Mars for Aries this month?
Sure. Well, hey, Aries. Mercury is going to begin this month retrograde in your fourth house of family, home, and also your past, too. So, when Mercury is retrograde, that means that miscommunications can abound with the people you live with. They can happen with your family members, or you might be having to review some sort of past matter in your life, too. But then when Mercury goes direct on the 12th, that should make these areas of life run a lot more smoothly, which is great. And then Venus is now direct. She's been retrograde for a while, but this month she's direct in the sign of Gemini, which correlates with your third
Mm.
house. That's the house of siblings. That's the house of your neighborhood. And wherever we find Venus is where we have some pleasure. So you could really just be enjoying your community this month. You could be really
Mm.
enjoying taking little short trips to the park or just running around and doing errands and chatting with neighbors. Since it's also the house of siblings, you could be getting really along with them very well too. And since the third house is also the house of communication, Venus in here means that you might be communicating more diplomatically too, which can be very helpful. And
Mm.
then Mars is in the sign of Aries, which is your first house all month. So you're going to be embodying Mars. Like that is really what's just going to be driving yourself a lot this month. So that could mean that you're full of energy, that you're getting a lot of things done. But that also means that you're going to be quite assertive. And that can be good or that could be challenging depending on the situation. So, assert yourself if you need to. Just try not to run roughshod over others because that can certainly happen with Mars in the first too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a caution. So there is some intense lunar activity going on. There is a lunar eclipse on July 4th, and we've made a video about this one that you really might want to check out. We're calling it "We Are All Patriots" because this lunar eclipse happening on the birthday of the United States may bring up some pretty intense feelings amongst people who, feel that it is right to be a patriot my way. So this moon is going to fall in your fourth house and your 10th house. The eclipsed moon will be in your 10th, and the sun opposing it because a lunar eclipse is always built upon a full moon, and a full moon is always an opposition between the sun and moon. So this sun and moon opposition happens in your fourth and 10th house axis, which means that you might really feel this eclipse very much in your career, and it may ricochet into your home life as well. Now, a lunar eclipse, and this is the second lunar eclipse this season, there was one in early June as well. A lunar eclipse stirs up a lot of unconscious emotions and makes us look at our shadow, that stuff within us, those feelings that we don't really want to look at every day. And so that stuff may come up very much in your career, and you may have to curb yourself emotionally. Now, the other moon that I want to tell you about is the new moon in Cancer. I have to blow my nose. Which is happening on July 20th. And so this one falls square in your fourth house. Again, the house of patriotism. It's also the house of home and family, domestic life, heritage, and roots. Now, this is a garden variety new moon. This is not an eclipse. Eclipse season will be over by the time this happens. Whew, thank God, can't wait. And it will be happening in the end of the sign Cancer. And so it will be an emotional new moon, but I think it will be really a time to kind of wash ourselves clean and look to some new beginnings. And this one features an opposition to Saturn, again up here in your 10th house. So those themes of career and home, bringing your home life into balance with your career and your work, bringing your ambitions to support your roots and vice versa. So that's why I've called this one Dig Your Roots Deep and also Reach for the Sky. So finding yourself very stably settled between earth and sky would be the right approach under this moon. And yeah, pretty straightforward and simple this month. That's what we have for you. If you wanted to explore the eclipses and the new moon in your chart, you probably would want to get either a mission orders career reading, especially if that lunar eclipse stirs up a lot of intense feelings around your workplace, or you might even want to get a family soul group or even a star child reading to explore your home life right now. And we're available for that. And you can find us always at pandoraastrology.com/services if you want a reading. And you can always find our horoscopes on the horoscopes page on our site or on our YouTube channel, Pandora Astrology. And until next time, we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye.
Bye-bye.